Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you on this beautiful morning. We're going to start with our choir singing Jesus Messiah. Amen indeed. Thank you, Dave. Well, I just want to welcome everybody this morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful day. And if you're new with us or visiting us, it's so great to see you all. You are here on a very special day. Today is the day that we celebrate our 2023 graduates. We have several. If you don't know who I am, I'm Nick Walker. I'm the youth director and also the music director here. And so I have the privilege of celebrating our high school and one college graduate today. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with that. Faith's going to come up and help me out. If any of them are in here, you can come on down. Kaylana. They're supposed to come up. Kaylana, it's so great to see you. This is Kaylana, one of our graduates. So proud of her. Well, I just wanted to say a few brief words about our graduates. So, in the second letter of the Corinthians, Paul wrote, he said, I hope you'll put up with me in a little foolishness. Yes, please put up with me. I'm jealous for you with a godly jealousy. And he goes on to talk about, this church, all his concerns for their future, for their spiritual growth. And I love that sentiment about a godly jealousy for people because, for our graduates, I know there's so many people in this church that feel that what Paul describes as godly jealousy. It's that kind of like possessive love that parents feel for their children. They're like, that's my child and I want what's right for them. And I know there are so many in our church that feel that for our graduates and that want to see them succeed. And I just hope that for you, Kaylana, and for everyone else who our graduates, that you guys know that we pray for you, and we hope that you guys will learn to lean on the Lord, trust in the Lord, and all the things that you face. There's going to be triumphs and setbacks. There's going to be good days and bad days, and welcome, guys. This is your special day. We can't wait to see what you guys are doing next. We can't wait to see where you go next. We know you guys have great things in store. So I'm going to go through all of our graduates, and then we'll just recognize our three that are up here with us. So first we have Victoria Betancourt-Gabor. She's graduating from Chancellor High School and going to Germanna Community College to major in psychology. A couple of these go to our Spanish service, so they won't be with us this early. Noah Gurney, graduating from Cortland High School and going to VCU to major in psychology. Did you know you were graduating this year? No, I didn't. Felipe Green, graduating from Chancellor High School, going to VCU and majoring in nursing. Abigail Kangas, who went to church here for a long, long time, is friends with a lot of people here. Some of these graduates, they're connected to our church through family and other things. And Abigail is graduating from Caroline High School, and is going to be going to VCU as well, and majoring in forensic biology. Her and Alexis might end up working together. William Merced is graduating from Chancellor High School. Cadence Napier, graduating from James Madison Online School and going to Ashworth College Online. And I don't know where her major is, but we're so excited for Cadence. Allie Neal is graduating from Leaving Footprints Academy. Valeria Argueta Ortiz is graduating from Cortland High School and going to Germanna to study business management. Kaylana is graduating from Chancellor High School. My kids are Chancellor kids. Chancellor. Going to Bluefield to play basketball and major in nursing. So if you're a basketball fan, remember the name Kaylana Reardon. Santiago Sampaio is graduating from Orange County High School and going to be studying computer science. Noah Stratton, graduating from Cortland High School. I know he's got a lot of relatives in a few. And he's going to be going to James Madison University to study kinesiology. Sorry. It was a long time when I graduated. Pre-psychology, pre-physical therapy. Let me do that again. Kinesiology and pre-physical therapy. Yeah. I can't even pronounce it, man. These kids are smart. Annie Thompson, who most of you know, is graduating from Cortland High School, and she's going to be going to Auburn, way down in Alabama, majoring in nursing. I don't know what War Eagle means, but that's what they say. Anna Tuck is who's graduating from Cortland High School. Going to Liberty University to major in education, concentrating in middle school English. Middle schoolers am I right, Sarah? Middle schoolers they're different. Alexis Pugh is graduating from the College of William & Mary. She graduated in 3 years. It's amazing. I was saying earlier, I feel like it took a lot of endurance for me to go to school as long as I did. But 3 years is amazing. That's incredible. She got her bachelor's of science in chemistry, and she's going to the University of Tennessee to get a doctorate in organic chemistry. All right, well, that is all for our graduates. Congratulations, you guys, and we will see you guys again in the next service. Don't forget. Thank you, guys. With that, at this time, I want to encourage you guys to stand up and turn and greet somebody around you, especially if you see somebody that you don't recognize, say hi to them, and welcome them to our church. Son, Ben Phillips, is graduating from Chancellor High School and is going into the Coast Guard. Thank you for his service. Another graduate. Congratulations. Matthew Bailey. I can see this. Matthew Bailey is graduating from River Bend. Awesome. All right, let's continue worshiping.
Hold me with thy powerful hand. mission opportunities and some of the things that God is opening up before us. And you've heard a little bit about these things. You've probably heard me mention Garden Inn, or you've seen it through CBC links. And you're going to be hearing about some of these missional opportunities over the next couple of months, because one of the things I want to make sure that we are doing is continuing to go as God opens these doors for us. And so just you'll probably hear some of this a couple of times over the next couple of months, because I want to make sure we're all hearing the same things. And if you're like me, you easily forget. Easily. And so, just like last week, I lost my coffee cup, and I couldn't find it for like an hour last Sunday. Some of y'all were helping me look for my coffee cup. Anyways, I digress. But it's over the last year and a half, been praying over, okay, God, open these doors in the community. God, what doors do you want open in the community? And there were a couple doors that he kept shut, even though there were a couple places that I was hoping he would open, but he kept a couple of those shut. And so as we started partnering with different community organizations here, locally, and partnering up both financially and with people, which I always find far more valuable than any dollar amount. But as we started partnering up with these different organizations, of course, one of which is Zoe Freedom Center. Dana was here, shared her testimony, her story. We've worked with them out in the community, and one of the doors that opened, that they partnered with Garden Inn. And we actually started that partnership pretty much at the same time. I think they had been over there one time previously before our first Connect group went. And as we were over there and getting to meet the management and learn with the management and build relationships with both they and some long-term clientele who live there, God opened that door up, and when we found out it was Christian management there who was doing a lot of different work to take care of their people, their family really, who long-term clients who live there. And so we started learning and talking with them and dreaming with them. And pre-COVID, there were different organizations that would come in and help. But since COVID, that really just hasn't picked back up. And so we started asking, what can we do? And they said, this is a wide open field. And so again, it's Christian leadership at the front office. And so as we started going in and building those relationships, the door is opening for us to be able to do a lot more, build relationships there. One of the individuals who came through and served, and she heard we were church, she said, oh, so this is so great that you were here. You know what? Y'all should come to a service or something here sometime. And it was a lot of fun getting to talk to her for just a couple minutes and passing through the line. But I'm telling you all this because Garden Inn is one of the locations that God has opened the door and blessed the individuals who lead that motel there and want support. And what's great is, if you try and do some of these kind of things and you work with different individuals and different management, oftentimes you come in as a church and it's like, don't go doing that. Don't go doing that. You're not really welcome here. I want you to do it this way. And so you find a lot of barriers, and I've done it before, kind of navigating some of those barriers, and it gets difficult, but you do it for the kingdom anyways. And so this is one of those beautiful places that God has just said, here you go. And what's awesome also is because of the heart of the management and the beauty of what they see, they don't only open it up to their clients, but there's like 2 or 3 or 4 other motels right in that community that they say, come on over. Because their managements don't allow organizations to come in and churches to come in like this. And so they don't care. They open up these kind of opportunities for the community surrounding them right over there on Route 1. And I just love the beauty and the heart of that. And again, these Christian women who run this place. And so what we're going to do is we're going to keep showing up, friends. We've been over there twice. We'll be over there tomorrow with one of the Spanish Connect groups going tomorrow. I said, oh, Larry, tell them to make one more plate for me. And they're making spaghetti. So I said, okay, I'll be all right. But anyways, I was like, hey, pupusas, but anyways. So they're going to be over there, and so I'll go with them tomorrow. But then I want to put some more dates before you that we're going to open it up. For example, on May 31st, it's the last Wednesday of this month. I've already got an inflatable showing up. We got the men's class showing up with the grill. We're going to grill out. We're going to do a block party thing. I've got a portable badminton net that just got delivered on Friday. It's sitting in Faith's office. Tomorrow I'm ordering a snow cone machine. We're going to start showing up, friends. And we're going to show up. And we're going to show up. And we're going to build those relationships there. And I don't know if you have noticed or you've heard, but have you seen that beauty of a van out there that we were blessed with? Guess what? On Sunday mornings, it's not being used. And so we need people who are going to show up to help me drive that thing, starting later this summer, early next fall. And so if you feel led to help me start up this van ministry, you come talk to me. Because we need people who feel called to show up and build relationships and get to know people. I'll tell you one reason I'm so passionate about this right now. Let me just sit down for a second. We were traveling last week, and as soon as we got off the plane, I had a text from Miss Lydia that said, call me. And it's one of those, something weird's going on. So I'm in the airport, and I call Miss Lydia, and one of our boys got shot and killed. 17-year-old boy. His neighbor came over and gunned him down. Just a little neighbor dispute. So this 17-year-old boy that we tried to love on, we'd pick up and we'd go and live life with them. He's like 13, he's the biggest 13-year-old I think I ever met. But he's gone. And I had this weight on me for days, and I tried to just shake it, and I was like, God, I know this is all in your hands, but the question, we talked about, was like, did we do enough? Did we share the gospel enough? Did we get to know him well enough? Did he get to see Jesus through us when we pick him up, when we bring him to church, when we go live life with him, when we play laser tag, and went to pizza with him? That's a whole other story, not for today. And I said, did we do enough? And I said, God, this is all in your hands. I can't play that game of do we do enough, because that's just a rabbit trail that never ends well in life, does it? But we picked him up. And I had people willing to show up and invest in his life, and there Miss Lydia was outside as they released balloons in celebration of his life in the community that day. I talked to Mom on the phone. A 17-year-old got shot. And friends, I know this is even a different kind of scenario than even that, but it just drilled it home to me as God was opening these doors, and I got that phone call, and God said, Cameron, I'm opening the doors, just go. And so that's one opportunity that God has opened up. And it's a wide open field, friends. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. And so God has blown this open, and we're going to show up and show up and show up. And again, like I said, the first one is May 31st, June 26th, July 17th, and on and on and on it will go. And I'll make sure this gets public and published for you. But next Wednesday is our first going. I mean, we will already be there tomorrow, but this is our big block party kind of style, having fun. We're going to figure out what to do with crafts and just have fun. The kids are going to be out of school. There's like 40-some kids that live at Garden Inn, first off, and this is kind of all ranges. But we're going to show up and show up and show up. And then this week we've been praying again. So Pedro, our local Latino missionary, has been working and getting out into the community, and one of those we've been praying over for a long time. It was one of those I was praying over before I even knew what Garden Inn was. But God blessed us with opening our second door this week. And this is going to be primarily led by Pedro and our Spanish-speaking congregation. But right over here at Meadows Park, God said, come on in. And Pedro came and met us on Wednesday, and he said, hey, I was over there with management, except it wasn't in English, but I can't speak Spanish. And so he came and said, hey, I spoke with management, but we need to go over there with, and speak English too with management there. And so Larry and Pedro and I all loaded up, and it was really cool because Pedro he knew we were going that day, but he didn't know what time we were going. And so as Larry and I were walking out the door, God brought Pedro in the door, and we said, get in the truck, we're going. He said, okay. And so we all went over there to Meadows Park, and we met with the management over there. And I said, now, we're a church, so if we're here, crafts, all the stuff, it's going to be Jesus. And she said, great. I just want somebody here with the kids and with the families. And so Pedro's going to be helping lead that up. There's over 200 units right over there, just a mile and a half from us. And over half, so 60 to 70% are Latino families. So that's where Pedro and his crew are going to be leading the charge and doing different things over there. But that also means about 30% are English speakers. And I don't know about y'all, but I speak English. And I think some of you do pretty well with that. Some of us, Peggy, some of us speak Boston. I'm not sure how that works. What? West Virginia. That's a whole other language, isn't it? And so I tell you this to be praying. Because God is opening doors. God is opening doors. And over the next couple months, you're going to be hearing this challenge as we head into next fall, as we really gear up to try and not even go far, go right around the corner. But as we gear up to go, I also want you to really, really pray, because these are some great opportunities. But you can't do everything either. You can't do everything. And you can't show up and show up and show up at every place all the time. But where is God calling you? Which ministry, which place, near and far, where are you being called? And so I would challenge you not just right now to say, I'm going to go do that. Pray, where is God calling you to go and to show up and build relationships so that we never have to ask ourselves, did we do enough? But we say, yes, Lord, I did the best I could. And you are great, and you can fill in all the gaps. And so I say all this because I'm so excited. And again, you're going to hear some of these stories and some of these pieces of it over the next couple months of how God is opening these doors, because I never want you to forget how God is moving right here in this community and how he is calling Chancellor Baptist to step through these doors. And we will continue to step through these doors.